You get some good mashed potatoes. That's all you need.
All right. That's actually one thing we didn't do this year, but I had sweet potatoes and they were real good.
I mean, some kind of potato still in there.
What, did you fucking curry them?
No, it was a sweet potato casserole with like candied pecans on top.
Wow.
It was almost as dessert as our actual dessert.
Wow.
Sounds so good.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bob, did
Yeah.
you do anything this week?
I went and hung out with Courtney.
Yeah.
And we went to Molly Stark, like I was talking about last time. It's an old state hospital.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Louisville, because it's not Louisville.
No, not Loveville.
And I found a hole in the fence where you can get into the building, but I didn't go in because I didn't have boots
Ooh.
or anything like that.
Yeah, you got to get some boots.
I'm not trying to step on anything sharp, but I do want to go back and go inside.
Yeah.
So if anybody's interested,
How far of a drive is that?
about an hour and 45 minutes
Okay.
From here or from there?
from here.
Mm.
From her house, it's 15 minutes. Yeah,
So
She
it's
lives in
Louisville.
near Crazy Town, huh?
Louisville.
Louisville.
The band Crazy Town?
Yeah.
She lives near those guys?
Did you see the one that it's the Canadians from South Park? They're like, "Come, my buddy, come, my buddy. You're my buddy. You're my buddy guy, sugar buddy." It's good.
I think I'm a little bit unsure of that. I'm going to have to look for that.
I have it on my phone. I'll show you after the pod.
Excellent.
But yeah, if anybody's interested in going with me to that,
Do a little urban exploration.
yeah, I've been watching a lot of Urbex videos, and it's making me want to
Hell yeah.
go look at some untouched, forgotten places.
We live in a fucking weird world, man. There's a lot of shit that people forget about.
I was actually, I put out a call on the social media the other day, in fact, like, where's the cool, abandoned buildings and like destroyed stuff that I can go take pictures of? And then Rob posted all of those pictures, and it was like, oh, sick, that place is cool. Hour and a half, it's a little far. But like, if anyone knows some cool places where everything is broken, around Cleveland, I'll go to Lorraine if I got to.
I was going to say, just drive
Scorpio
through
Death Club.
downtown.
Yeah.
Scorpio Death Club is making an entire DVD of our album. Like, we're making a 21-minute music video that we are going to put on DVD along with a live show from my basement. And that'll be like, our entire collected discography, but in video form.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'm definitely going to watch that.
You fit right in. We were talking about everything on DVD here. Fuck yeah. That's excellent.
Yeah, we've got candles on DVD.
It's a video only joke. For those at home, they have two candles sitting on top of a DVD case in the middle of the table.
Yes, and
Just
they
so
are
everyone.
they're decorative pine cone candles that smell like old lady perfume. And the DVD is Cyrus, featuring John C. Reilly, Jonah Hill, Marissa Tomei, and Catherine Keener.
I've never heard of that movie, but the cast makes it sound pretty funny.
The cast and name of the movie sound funny, and then you look at the case, and you know for a fact it's awful. It's just they took these actors that should be funny and put them in a movie that is not funny.
Yeah.
Oh, now I really want to watch it.
It's like
You're really selling it.
mid-2000s rom-com, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, it's about like John C. Reilly and Marissa Tomei adopt Jonah Hill.
If you accidentally hit the video on demand menu button for Comcast back in like 2003, that's going to be the movie that they feature on that. Very loudly.
That's a deep pull.
So, Wes, we know you got to get going here momentarily. I don't know what was talked about while I was gone. Did we talk about anything? You guys talk about anything?
Just some urbexing.
Yeah.
Urban exploration.
Yeah, the Scorpio Death Club
My
DVD.
Steam Core band.
Ooh.
Yeah, don't forget Scorpio Death Club, my weirdo scenecore punk band.
Yes,
coming
Scorpio
out.
Scorpio Death Club,
December 12th.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that like a play on Sting's famous submission move? and the fact that you're
No, we have consciously made sure that we've removed any wrestling references from this band.
Okay.
Because one of the demos ended up being called Leg Lock, and I was like, we can't call it that because that's the name of the V-Trigger song. It's not, but it should be.
Yeah.
Like, we have to compartmentalize our ridiculous amount of side projects here. We can't have a wrestling themed thing in the apocalyptic scene core thing. Like,
but that's also
we can't overlap the shticks.
Right.
Well, regardless, I want to thank you for being part of this episode today.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. I really appreciate y'all asking me to do this. I love talking about things. It's fun.
Hell yeah. And then maybe one day this fucking pandemic will clear up and you can come actually have breakfast with us.
Fuck yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Anything.
Whatever I want.
Whatever you want. If you want
fucking lasagna, we'll make you lasagna for breakfast.
If you want a Berberkurg breakfast Whopper.
The fuck is a Berberkurg?
you know
Kurger Bing.
Yeah, Kurger Bing. Sorry, I was reading. My bad. I was reading the other title of Burger King.
Burger.
We refer to Burger King when you're stoned as Kurger Bing, and we're always stoned, so it's always Kurger Bing. That's the all over the place, and all over the place moved into a house that's like maybe half a mile from a Kurg. So like, it's been pretty dangerous. Our first couple of shows, like, we'd actually like have like, if you come early to Sunnyvale, Randy's got burgers, and we just have a shitload of double cheeseburgers from Burger King just sitting on a tray for whoever came to the gig.
So it's similar to Burger Boys, except for you're not throwing burgers at people.
Yeah, we're just Kurger binging, new Kurg binging.
Oh man, I would hate to see somebody with Whoppers on their feet. I would hate that.
Man, me too.
Well, you better check out that music video then, don't you?
Yeah, I will.
We're going to put burgers on our feet just for you. You're going to watch that whole DVD and be like, oh, there's burgers on a feet somewhere in here. We're putting it in there just for you.
I really appreciate that.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to...
I'm going to hit the Scorpio Death Club guys up after this. All right, y'all. We got to put burgers on our feet. It's for the podcast.
It's for the pod. Do it for the pod.
Do it for the pod.
Do it for the pod. So
I can just imagine the audio you could get from something like that.
Hell yeah.
Squish.
Oh, it's very...
Oh, yeah. The Foley work on that's going to be ridiculous.
It's gonna sound like a dungeon.
It already sounds like a dungeon.
It's going to be a dungeon.
So, but we'll let you go so you can get off to your fun day at work.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for being part of this. We'll look forward to doing this again with you, man.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Okay, well, so that's that.
That was fun.
This is kind of a weird episode because our guest left before we ended.
And also, it was more of a conversation rather than what we did.
Yeah, we
Which
kind of
is
like just
fine.
glanced over what we did. Hey, what did we have for breakfast, guys?
We had Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's it. And French toast. That was panini.
Panini, which I can't wait for that other half of the sandwich.
I know. We didn't eat our other sandwich. It's still sitting up there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yep. We're excited.
This is Halloween.
This is Halloween.
This is Halloween?
Halloween. So I bought a van and it's got a DVD player in it, and Genevieve refuses to ride it in the fucking cruise because it doesn't have a DVD player in it.
Now you are the cool parent.
One of the movies that she's been watching is Nightmare Before Christmas, and it's hilarious to me because she's terrified of Santa Claus, but loves Jack Skellington. It's like, You're kind of doing this wrong, but I'm okay with it.
That's funny.
Well, every Santa Claus is drunk, so
Yeah,
you can quote me on that. You can
Hey,
get that
Santa Claus, if you want to come on the pod and
a dispute.
have something to say, we'll fight you.
Bring it, Santa.
We got a lot of fights on our hands here.
Fuck yeah. We're going to fucking whoop Santa Claus's fucking ass.
But Danny Tamberelli, I will not fight you. I will not fight you, Michael C. Morona, either.
I will fucking elbow drop you in the goddamn throat.
That's a bold claim. Actually,
Will you tape some black cats to your elbows?
I'll fucking tape whatever you want to my elbows. I'll fucking put couch cushions on my elbows. I don't give a shit. We're fighting in your fucking basement, Steve.
Yeah. I hope that's okay. I hope
I'm going to fight Danny Tamberelli.
Don't. That's basically me, but 7 years older.
Okay, and?
So you'd be fighting me.
Yeah, but you guys act differently.
I don't know. We have the same voice.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
It's a good podcast if you're interested in listening to something that's almost exactly like this.
If you like what we do, but you don't like us, go listen to the other podcast.
I have a book recommendation. I've been listening to some books at work, and I listened. Let me get the full title up so I can name it, because there's like a subheading. But I pulled this book up. I bought it a while ago, and I just never got a chance to read it. But it's Tranny, Confessions of Punk Rock's Most Infamous Anarchist Sellout, which is an autobiography by Laura Jane Grace, co-written with Noisy editor Dan Ozzie. And Laura Jane Grace is the vocalist for Against Me and Laura Jane Grace and the Devouring Mothers.
Does Laura Jane Grace read it?
Laura Jane Grace is the narrator for the book.
That's excellent.
Yeah. And so, like, you could tell, like, when she's reading these, like, you could feel the emotion in her voice when she reads it. I ended up, like, I literally cried on my way home when I finished the book.
So
it's an emotional book.
Don't listen to it if you don't want to cry.
Yeah. It's like a 6.5 hour long read or listen.
That's not bad.
And I started it at work in the morning and finished it on my way home from work.
Hell yeah.
So it's definitely a good book. And it's crazy to hear what Laura Jane Grace went through just in her struggle with her own identity and, you know, not feeling comfortable in her own skin. And, you know, there's definitely a lot that I could relate to in that, just, you know, the idea of not feeling comfortable in your own skin. And I don't know. It's a good book. I highly recommend it. I listened to it on Libby.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You hear that, Steve? Libby.
Yeah, I've been Libbying.
I just placed a hold.
He's placing a hold.
There you go, Steve. Yeah, no, it's really fucking good. Plus, I mean, I've been a fan of Against Me for a long time, so
yeah,
it's really cool. Yeah, because it's more than just, oh, I'm trans and this is the stuff I went through in relation to being trans. It's a lot more broad than that. It's a full-on autobiography. I mean, it starts when she was 5 years old, you know, and obviously it has a lot to do with her struggles and coming to find herself, but you know, it talks about, you know, what the band went through and, you know, a lot of stuff. So it's definitely a good read. I highly recommend it. I'd give it 12 drums out of 17.
Ooh. That's a perfect score.
Yeah. 12 drums out of 17. So, yeah, that's the thing I read. I also listened to Selling for Dummies.
Yeah.
I don't recommend listening to any of the Dummies books if you already know anything about the thing that you're listening to.
Is it just like weird base information that
yes,
you could have just gleaned from doing that?
Yes. My thought was I just want to, you know, get like a nice refresher and, you know, and like I know more stuff than what they talk about in that book.
What are you about to start selling?
Cutco?
Myself. 2 jobs.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were like gonna become like a
Lady of the